Blessings to each and everyone. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I just want to say thank you to each and everyone who have subscribed to my channel. My channel finally reached 8K subscribers. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Now we can see that the Green family, the Green Nation, all of us over here, we are all green and we are growing. Thank you for that. Now, as you see the title, we have good news for you today. Well, for this video, we were talking about the lady that has been on the street for all these years. She has been homeless, and when I post her story, I shared her story, and a lot of people were encouraging me to see if I can find an Adventist church within the area where I live or where she lives, to see any Adventist church around that area to give her, to see if they can find some ways of helping her, etc. So I replied to all of those comments and I said, sure, I will go ahead and I will do that. So I went over to the section, to the city where I normally see her over that town, and went in search of her. I went the first day, didn't see her. I went again and I eventually saw her, and my second visit to see her. Well, went and I spoke with her. We have a little discussion and so forth, and she had good news for me as well, because at that point in time when I was asking her how she doing, how things has been going for her, and when I make my proposal of asking her permission to find an Adventist church within her town to see if they can help her with getting somewhere to stay and shelter or what, and to my surprise, she was all smiling and she said, you know what, God has been good, because recently someone did the very same thing for her. They went to a church, asked for some assistance for her, and the church was so good enough to go out, find a place where she can stay, and she's now off the street. She's in a shelter, so at night she has somewhere to sleep. When it is this cold, she's no longer outside, so no more sitting up in the chair and sleep. She can eventually lay down and sleep now. God is good, and God is good all the time. And I was just so happy for her to know she gets somewhere to stay. And I want to say thank you to each and everyone who may comment on that video. For everyone who also subscribed to my channel, and for those who said I should go and find a church, which I wasn't thinking about that in the very first place. I was thinking about shelter, but she didn't want it to go to a shelter because she said it is not safe. So maybe she has been there before and didn't like it there, so she was back out on the street. But anyway, she's now off the street, have somewhere to stay, have somewhere to sleep and stuff like that. So I will still visit her, and to make sure she has something to eat, I will give her some money so she can always buy some food and have something to eat. Which I know maybe where she's staying, she will always have something to eat, but I still will always contribute to her and to the other homeless and less fortunate people that I come across on the streets, because there's a lot of people around the street. See them at the stoplight, nighttime, during the day, they're just asking for something to eat. And when I see people like these, there's no way I can just go ahead and pass them without even giving them something, no matter how small it is. If it is even $2, you give it to them, it still can buy something, because if they have $5 or $6, they can always go to McDonald's and get a meal with that. They can get a sandwich, get a fries, get a drink, and they are all good. So that's just it, and that's what I wanted to let you guys know. You guys have been so awesome. You have been commenting, you have been watching, you've been subscribing. I feel so good with it myself. It's like, yeah, this is it. It felt really good. And within me, I always like to do good, because when I was in Jamaica, this is something I used to do. I was living in Kingston. Whenever time I get pay fortnightly, I would always go downtown. I always have some men there push their carts, they sell food, they cook, and so they have their cart with the pot of rice and peas, and they have sometimes 2 meat kind, with a curry chicken, stew chicken, and something else with vegetable. And I would always purchase a certain amount of food, and right across the park from Parade downtown, there's always some homeless people inside there. I would always go over there, give them some food, and buy juice with it as well. So it is not something new to me. It is something that I always like to do, always like to help. When I give, I feel really good within myself, and that's just it, you know what I mean? So I'm just the person who always want to help, willing to help and stuff like that. And For anyone who are going through anything out there and you would like your story to be shared, and also to see if anyone out there who can help you by getting into a shelter or something there is that you would need, feel free to reach out. You can share your story with me. I can tell it and let others see, because I do this to bring some form of awareness to others, to let them know, say, hey, this is what happening to America. This is what happening to Canada and England, all over the world. So don't think when you leave your country, go to a foreign country, it's gonna be all smooth sailing and no money don't be around tree, no gold, no diamond, don't line the streets. Because I remember I was working at a particular place and this guy came there to do a service, right? And he come to pull some money from his account. And we were there having a conversation, and someone of his friend went to Germany, came back and tell him like, oh, when you go to foreign, you just get rich. When you go over there, because the person that is his friend is an entertainer, so they went, his friend went with an entertainer, right? So when they went there, come back, tell him all kind of foolishness to say, oh, when they were on the stage, everybody just throwing money on the stage. Now they walk on the street and there was money all over the street and they just get a bag and pick it up. And he say, want to go to Germany to just go and pick up 2 bags of money and come back home. When I was telling him, no, there is nothing like that. It don't work like that. It is not true. He was so believing what they were saying. And even though I was telling him it is a lie, he didn't believe me. So guess what? I did have to just leave him to his own belief. If him getting chance to go to any foreign country, then he will realize. But I do this video to bring awareness, to let others see and know what's going on in other countries, and also to help anyone in whichever way there is. So if you have a story, reach out to me on Instagram at greennation254 and you can send me a message and we can chat right there. And you know, we can do it like that, and we will make a video and we can share it to bring some awareness, because I know everyone have a story. A lot of you are watching right now, I know you have a story. I know you have a story that can motivate others, give some people upliftment. And when you go through these things, what I always tell people, it is your testimony, and your testimony will be a motivation to others, to let them keep going, keep pushing, keep striving for excellence as they go about their daily life. And as you reach this far in the video, I want to say thank you for watching, and please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and then we will see what we come up with in our next video. And as you would always say, if it ain't green, it ain't we. Yes, sir.